All right, I'm back. I had to switch to my phone. My phone's on low charge, but I'm gonna run off my phone right now. 'Cause my phone don't buffer like my tablet does. So we back again, and we talk about comic books again. And you know what? I'm gonna start doing more of this because um, I know comic books, and I enjoy talking about it. So back to what I was saying to Snitching Chris. Chris said we need to do a live discussion. I said, Chris, you the one with you the one with the tech skills. You the one with the tech skills. Hook it up. I'ma show up. I'm a country bammer. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. So I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm just going by what you say. I just learned how to edit videos. So I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I'm country. So you hook it up and I show up and I school you on comic books, bro. But and like I say, also they played the Aquaman trailer today too, and I hope they treat Aquaman correctly. I don't know. Sometimes I don't get notifications. So everybody they'll come back in a minute. They coming back. They coming back. So just give them a chance. So many people they probably went to bed. They said fuck it. So a lot of people who don't read comic books, they got Jason Momoa playing Aquaman. Yeah, so that's how Aquaman look in the comic books. I always say this nigga look like Captain America twin brother. The other video. Okay. Well, I ended that video. Let me make sure I ended that video. I think I ended it. Um, Give me a second. Like a gay stripper. Yeah, that's the thing. In the comic books, Aquaman is like this handsome man, to where women just can't stop looking at him. So yeah, I guess he's supposed to like a gay stripper. Like they had like a lot of women who not used to looking at Aquaman. They be like, man, he's I just want to be with him. But yeah, he posed like a gay stripper. So I guess the people they'll come in a minute. And we was talking about what about YouTube? They showed them like the notified nigga. They were not notified nigga at all. Yeah, Mermaid Man is an Aquaman joke. That's a joke. Mermaid Man is really Aquaman. He just made a joke out of Aquaman. That's why he remind you of Mermaid Man. That's why. So, um, that's why Patricia. So I'm here to school you on that. I'm here to school you. So Mermaid Man is an Aquaman joke character. So it's really they making fun of Aquaman. That's what Mermaid Man is. I bet if I was to jump back on my tablet, them people they'll be there. But the video I did ended. They still over there though. So oh well. So me and Stitcher Chris we were talking about I'll wait till Stitcher Chris get here. Yeah, but Aquaman, they had this trailer, and it seemed like it might be decent, but I think Shazam was the best trailer. But they had where he gonna have his wife. Aquaman is really a beast, and his wife is even more of a beast than he is. Cause his wife is like a trained warrior, and she like most people they got the bail. They probably say that nigga went under, but they should know I was coming right back. Yeah, the phone was on low charge. It was on low charge. So then one thing about my yeah, Aquaman is basically Thor. Justice League Thor. His weapon his trident is like Thor's hammer. He can make hurricanes, tornadoes. He can make earthquakes. He can channel lightning, all that stuff with his hammer. I mean, with his trident. So SCPs. What they called again? What's SCP again? Yeah, Aquaman is basically Poseidon. DC Comics characters is like stand-ins and Mr. Charlie, man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Matter of fact, Aquaman's trident was given to him by Poseidon. That's who gave it to him. That's who gave it to him. So in the let me see. In the comic books, like I say, in the new comic, they actually treat him the way he should. They give him the proper treatment. Like I was saying, the new Aquaman comics pretty good. Like I say, in this is Trident, where he can control lightning and shit, and he can, like I say, he can control lightning, tornadoes. He can make ice. So that SCP, it probably, so that's basically it's secure. Let me put this in my search bar so I can look it up later. So that's a real thing. So I guess that's what Area 51 is basically. Or is this like a TV show? Because I never heard this before you said it. The Shy Guy. Yeah. I'm going to check it out. Man, I sure hate that people is not coming over here. We had a good show before I start buffering. Like I say, what I'm going to do... oh, okay. So basically, it's like a fan. It's a fan writer's room. A bunch of fans, like a fan fiction. That's what it is, basically. Okay. So it's fan fiction. Like I say, that's new to me. I never heard of it before tonight. I never heard of it. I know, man. I sure hate that because that was a good. I mean, that buffering broke my momentum. It really did. It broke my momentum. Like I say, later on this year, I hope to actually get. Hope to actually get my my proper equipment. Like I say, I'm gonna do videos like this every day. I'm gonna do videos about comic books, the news. I'm gonna just start doing videos about stuff I like. Cause like I said, this nigger shit over here is garbage. That's why I hadn't been going live. Go live for what, to talk about Lamar and all these other people. Even when I said, thank you, Edward. Even when I sit up here and I try to do a show about Aquaman, Shazam trailers, people come in and talk about Monty. And this is what it makes me angry. They talk about Monty. Hey, Kevin, why you? I'm like, bitch, we talk about comic books. And then they'll turn around and they'll bring him up and say, niggas is stupid. But like I say, if I had made this a roast video from the start, I would be up at like, I'd be at 100 views right now. I'd be at 100 live viewers right now. Mr. Charlie one arm. That's a stupid ass nigga, man. Mr. Charlie's a dumb ass nigga. Real talk. You know that too. Who else? Beasley's a dumb ass nigga. Beasley. Okay, let Linnell do his thing. He got a fan base. Linnell's stupid. That's why I don't really care about what people gotta say. You can tune in to Linnell to laugh. I understand. Yeah, unflaggable topics. I understand the fact that you might want to get some entertainment out of that nigga. But if you take Linnell serious, you an idiot. You an idiot if you taking it serious. Beasley say he in Chicago calling out Cliff. Beasley ain't calling out nobody. Beasley a sissy. So that nigga Beasley a fucking sissy, man. No, Beasley ain't dead yet. He got maybe 5, 6 more years left. He got a few more years left. I ain't wishing death on nobody, but Beasley, that nigga life worthless. True, but some people take him serious. Like I be over there in that chat room. I don't want to call these people by name, but I done got into arguments with these people over here in this chat room. And I said, you know what, Kevin, get from over here. Bone Picker, he the one that died, Miss Patricia. He died. So this nigga died, and I was told that retarded boy over there, yeah, Kevin can finally feel safe. This sculpture. See, I'm gonna tell you, white boy, they come up with all kind of crazy stuff. SCP. Yeah, Kevin, now he can feel safe now that Bone Picker's dead. He the one that was scared of Bone, even that exposed Bone Picker for being a sissy and a chump who ain't finna do nothing. Full body Kev, you my boy. Shit, one thing about full body Kev look good. You could talk shit, but people talk shit, but I ain't never heard anybody say, Kevin, you a fucked up looking ass nigga. Yeah, I don't be want to read stories like that. The sculpture, all that horror movie shit. I don't want to read that fucking shit, man. So, what up, Aunt Diesel? Like I said, that's another picture of Aquaman and his trident. So this nigga, he can let loose. Like I say, Aquaman, like in the new DC, they made Aquaman, man, you the stalker? You the stalker? I'm over here talking about comic books and you talking about retarded, boy. Like I said, this retarded nigga's my, yeah, now that Bone Picker's dead, Kevin, he can relax and feel safe. I was the one that exposed this dude as being a coward and just a full of talk. Y'all was believing this nigga on here threatening people with death threats. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your family. If you talk about Jeannie and Angie again, I'm gonna kill you and your whole family. I say, I'm gonna do you one better, brother. I'm gonna talk about your mom and your daddy, because I know they dead. So I'm on them. I'm on them. And I kept going in. This nigga actually shut his channel down. I roasted Beasley till he shut his main channel down. First, because I remember I'm within 24 hours, all the people that Beasley had punked out over the years, when I went in on this nigga, I went on Beasley. Within 24 hours, all the people that Beasley had threatened and punked out over the years, they came right to his fucking comment section. They started clowning Beasley. Beasley shut his comment section down. I'm gonna check out SCP. I'm gonna check it out. Beasley shut his comment section down at first. All the people that punked Beasley out, they said, damn, this dude Kevin just clowned the fuck out of Beasley. I'm up here telling Beasley, nigga, let's meet. I want to put these hands on you, brother. I want to put hands on you. I want to fight you, man. Fuck all that. I got some killers. Fuck the killers, nigga. You say you was special forces trained. You say you got special forces training. You got all this gangsters rap. I said, nigga, come show me. Come beat me up, nigga. I said, I'm gonna beat your old ass to death. The nigga didn't want to fight. He had one of his friends say, hey, Kevin. He had one of his friends come at me and say, Kevin, that's real uncivilized of you to threaten violence. I said, nigga, you don't get your ass up. JT Riley. I said, you don't get your ass up out of here for that shit. This nigga always threatening to kill somebody, threatening to kidnap, rape people, kill your family. I'm here. I said, nigga, I'm here. Show me. He shut his comment section down when people saw that he really wasn't what he could proclaim to be, and then he shut his channel down. He shut his channel down after that. And even after that clown, I clowned on for like a whole 2 weeks it's a show y'all that this nigga's not what he say. I made this nigga leave. He had to leave YouTube. Bone came back to YouTube about 3 months later and started threatening Monty. This nigga said, I'm gonna tell my mama. What up, Dookie Ball? This nigga said that my mom is a police officer and you just threatened the son of a cop. This nigga got on camera. He was finna cry and shit. He was scared to death. This nigga was after I exposed. Nah, I don't know that channel. I'll check it out. After I already exposed Bone Picker for not being a real gangster, he can't fight. He ain't finna fight nothing. After I exposed this dude, this nigga still scared. So when Bone Picker die, he gonna come out and say, I'm scared. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like I say, I had to leave these people alone. You got Lamar Wills, Rose videos. Yeah, I know I did see that video. My all-time favorite supervillain, probably Dr. Doom. Either him or Sinestro. I'm gonna say Sinestro. I like Sinestro. That nigga is Sinestro is basically Denzel Washington Training Day. Sinestro is Denzel Washington with a power ring. That nigga is off the chain. The nigga's retarded, man. I like Sinestro. Yeah, Mr. Simmons, he alright, but then my two choices, Sinestro and Dr. Doom. But like I say, a lot of these people I have to unsub. That's why I don't go live. I like Darkseid too, but I like Sinestro better. Sinestro's a thinking man. He's a thinking man. Or in the comments where you want the villain to win. No, not really. Not really. But let me see. Yeah, that's why I say Sinestro was Denzel Washington. Sinestro was the one that trained Hal Jordan to be a Green Lantern. So what happened, Sinestro over the years, the nigga just got crazy and crazy over the years. He was like, you know what? I know how to run things. I can run things way better. He was like, I can run things better. So he started doing all kind of shit. But he was doing it, he thought he was doing it for the right reason. But Sinestro was basically Denzel Washington with a ring. If you watch the cartoons, then Sinestro do all kinds of foul shit. And he was so smart with getting away with it. They had one cartoon with this alien. He was an assassin. This alien was like a small little alien. He can by the size of a basketball. And what his power was, he can get inside. He can take over people's body. So the way he was an assassin, let's say I want to kill somebody, I don't do it with my hands. I get inside this person's mind. I can make him kill himself, or I can get inside somebody and make them kill him. And he can project his mind. Yeah, Thanos is a straight up rip off. Like I say, Marvel just rip off DC. They be like, you know what? I ripped them off. They don't even pretend. They just rip them off. I forgot the alien name, but this was Sinestro did. So the alien, he was taking over people. They have his prison. This is prison planet they was on. This asteroid prison. So he was jumping inside people's bodies. But when he jumped inside a Green Lantern's body, he couldn't work the ring. Yeah, everybody got their opinions. If you say Marvel is the bomb.com, I'm not gonna argue with you. I like both, but I'm like Mr. Charlie. Marvel is okay. I prefer DC, and DC is flawed. That's what I hate. DC is actually the flawed universe. Good for you, bro. And you jumped inside her body. Like I said, you a body snatcher, Aunt Diesel. So DC is actually flawed. He's a flawed universe, but he's still better. So anyway, this alien, he jumping inside people's bodies, and but the thing was, they figured out, okay, he jump inside people's bodies, but when he inside your body, he can't work the ring. He can't work the ring. So what they did to make him go back to his own body, they shut off the life support in the prison. And so if he jump in your body, you can't work the ring. So the ring can't protect you with no life support. He's out in space. So he started suffocating. He said, you have to leave his body, bro. You can't control the ring. So the person starts suffocating. Once you go unconscious, the ring will take over again by itself. But you can't work the ring, so you got to go back in your own body. Sinestro set up this elaborate trap. Yeah, I be drawing still. He set up this elaborate trap to where he said you got to go back to your jail cell. What Sinestro did, he unscrewed some of the panels in his jail cell to where his body was starved for oxygen. So when the alien jumped back to his own body, he jumped back to his body and he couldn't jump back out because his body was starved from oxygen. So the nigga suffocated. So he pretty much he murdered the dude, but he didn't do it. So they say, hey, what happened? He's Sinestro like, hey, y'all, Transformers okay, but with these movies they done done, I'm done with it. Yeah, the Hulk ain't shit, man. So he set this elaborate trap with it. He suffocated dude. He murdered him, and they looking at him like, damn, man, fake Freddy, get up out of here, bro. Get up out of here, fake Freddy. I just told y'all, dumbass. That's why I don't go live as much. Going live and shit. You trying to have a conversation? These dumbass niggas, man. Fuck them. What new superhero are you talking about? Sanford & Son is really Wody and Lamar. That's Sanford & Son. Because Lamar, he going to be Sanford's son when he got out of prison. That's Sanford & Son, Wody and Lamar. So, Sinestro, he's a smart guy. He do a lot of sneaky shit. And he killed people in ways without, he do it without his ring. And then he was like, I don't know, that's an accident. But he killed them on purpose. That's why I like Sinestro. He'll come up with all kinds of plans to fuck people over and kill them and be like, hey, it was a coincidence. People always come up dead when you around Sinestro. You're like, coincidence. Yeah, Sinestro is a beast. I like him. That's why I like Sinestro. People like Batman couldn't touch Sinestro. Sinestro was just as smart. Plus he got a power ring. Batman can't do nothing with Sinestro. I don't see how Hal Jordan keep beating Sinestro, because Sinestro, I always say, Hal Jordan, you are an idiot. He always like, you an idiot, Hal. You a real idiot, bro. And then he done stuff to show Hal that, hey, I'm you an idiot. They had some, well, Silver Surfer would be in these, if Silver Surfer is actually the most powerful superhero without being a god. But if you put Silver Surfer in DC, they gonna make him weak. DC gonna always protect Superman, always. So if you put Silver Surfer inside a DC universe, they gonna make him like a chump. Well, that's what they're gonna do with him. Somebody asked me if I still draw for telling snitching Chris. He was like, yeah, he's Omega level, but if they asked me if he was in DC universe, they would actually screw him over. They would screw over Silver Surfer. Cause you got a lot of characters in DC who can smash Superman, like Orion. Orion can smash Superman easy. Orion is a god, and even the writers say Orion, he don't smash him because he just choose not to. But yeah, I'm still vibrating on my goals. I don't want to put everything out in the open because people over here in YouTube, they don't mean you no fucking good. So I can't talk about it in detail. I'm still vibrating on that. I am. But let me see. Like not long. Like I said, you got I was looking at a picture of Street Fighter Birdie. Cause me and Krypton, how they should have casted Jason Momoa for Lobo. I said he would have been good, but they not really casted him. I said one character I can see. All right, I was looking at this Street Fighter character. Yeah, that it sounds like you got a fear of success. So let me see. This is the Street Fighter character Birdie. So back in the early days, Birdie was a white guy, and now he's black. And I said, you know what? Since they didn't cast him. I said, I drew a picture off. I said, you know what? That I drew a picture. So people asked me, do I still draw? So I took that picture of Lobo, and I drew him off of that. So I'm gonna show you the picture I drew of Lobo based off of that Street Fighter character. So right, I'm just talking about for the visuals. So there's a picture I drew of Birdie one day. I would look at the new Street Fighter. So I made him look like that type of biker. And so I said, okay, Jason Momoa already been cast. I said, you know who I would cast to play Lobo now? Sheamus. Sheamus from WWE. He got that look. He big. And you put some blue paint on him. That's Lobo. That's Lobo. So based off that picture I drew, ooh, hold up. So based on that picture I drew, I would just I say I would cast Sheamus. I put some blue paint on his body. My lines are sloppy. You know what? I lost a lot of my talent. I used to be able to draw off a photograph, Mr. Hater. Cause you a hater, Mr. Charlie. I know that off top, bro. I know that for a fact. You a hater first class, nigga. A nigga always hating. So I don't really take you serious. Yeah, I can draw though. Like I say, back when I was in high school, man, I was top notch. Drawing is a muscle. So this is a picture I drew of yeah, you know you a hater. You a hater, you might have. That's a picture I drew of Shazam a few years back. That's a picture I drew of Shazam. What you write about? I got sloppy lines? I know. So that's a picture I drew of Lobo. You talking about my drawing now. So that's what I do. When I used to be on the boat, I used to pull out my notebook and I used to draw to relax. And let me see. Yeah, I can draw a little bit. I can't draw like I used to. So this is a picture I drew of like one of these. Like say DC and Marvel be doing knockoffs. So what DC did, since they did a knockoff for Superman with Gladiator, they made a Green Lantern that looked like Gladiator. He got the blue skin. He got the mohawk. Hold up. Um. Sometimes I have drawn my own characters in the past. I have back in school. I have. Let me see. Give me a second, people. Um. All right, there we go. But like so DC, since Marvel like to knock off, they did a knockoff of Gladiator. They did a knockoff of Gladiator, so they made a blue guy with the mohawk named Davo Yor. So I like how he looked. So I drew him. This is a picture of it's a Justice League character. I say DC got a lot of characters they don't use. This character, a chick named Faith with the camel toe. This chick is basically like she like the Jean Grey. Like she was used like it's like a Puerto Rican chick. The army was using her as a weapon. And Batman, he knew about her. He said, "Look, I need your help." And she left. She ran away from the government, joined the Justice League. That's Green Lantern. I drew the black man. Let me see. That's Vixen. Hold up, you can't see because it's all. Let me see. That's a picture of Vixen. That's one of my favorite drawings. That's Vixen. And I say, man, you could do a lot with that character. This is a picture I drew of Aquaman. I drew him dressed up like the Submariner because in the Marvel, I have thought about making my own. I can go with concepts, but I couldn't draw a whole comic. So that's a picture of Aquaman dressed like the Submariner because in the Marvel, Submariner walk around wearing drawers. So another picture I drew of Hermes, the god Hermes. Let me see. Let me flip the camera around. I do that. I wouldn't be late. What I would do, I would just give them a concept, and I let somebody else draw them. So that's a picture of the god Hermes right there. What else? That's one of my other favorites. This picture of Nubia. That's another character. DC they don't use Nubia enough. Nubia is off the chain. I like Nubia. I don't know. I don't care his artwork. That's another picture I drew of Nubia. Another picture. I like that. It's a picture of Batman. And you can go in my DeviantArt. Kevin1278. That's my so I got all my artwork. That's another picture of the old school Green Lantern. So yeah, I can draw. Picture of Lex Luthor. Mermaid. That's another DC character, and that she'll be a good character. DC got a lot of characters. That's DC Thor. I like DC Thor. I say, man, DC, like say Marvel say, you know what? No, I'm not that good to do animation. I can draw. I can draw and do concepts, but I let a real draw. So that's DC Thor. Like I say, Marvel, what Marvel did, that's our old school Flash. And I changed him up a little bit. I changed his hat up. Like if you look at his hat, I got his hat looking like an airplane engine. So I switched him up. And so what I do with it with my picture, it's like a picture of Zatanna and John Constantine getting a fuck on. And I like, so what I do with these pictures, I would take it. This is another picture, Nubia. I would take there's Nubia in a gold suit. I like Nubia. And so with DC, another picture of Green Lantern. So when these pictures, what I would do, I would draw a picture and then I would reverse the colors on the paper. So the paper will go from being white to black. And a lot of pictures look good when you like, there's another picture of Nubia. There's another picture of Green Lantern. So what I would do, I would draw on a piece of white paper. I would keep the colors turned up, and that's one of my favorite Green Lanterns right there too. Alan Scott, OG. And I would flip the colors on it, so the paper go from black to white. Let's see, that's another picture. Another picture of DC Thor. If you read the DC comics, DC got a line called Vertigo. So when now Thor be wearing his little cowboy clothes and stuff. That's another picture of Nubia. Another picture of Green Lantern, Davo Yor, that's his name. The one that looked like Gladiator. So DC got a lot of characters. So that's another picture I was playing around with the tools. It's called the fisheye tool. We could take a picture and you could distort, like you look at her stomach, she's like she's pregnant or something. So I would play around with it too. It's another picture of Constantine, and it's another picture of Nubia. Another picture. I got a lot of duplicates. Which Nubia picture? The one that was reversed. So that's another picture of Nubia. I like Nubia. Like I said, this is another picture I made of Nubia. I was using Microsoft Paint. So I always looked at her. I said, man, if you could have took Naomi Campbell in her young days and put her in a Wonder Woman suit, that's Nubia. And this picture here, if you go on Google, I done had a lot of artists. They copied this picture a bunch of times. So I feel good about myself. Okay, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. It's another picture I did on Microsoft Paint. I took this picture and made Artemis out of it. It's another picture I did of Aquaman. So I be drawing sometime. When I want to draw, I can draw. So Mr. Charlie say that my art is garbage. It ain't like it used, man. It ain't like it used to be. But if I sit down and just concentrate, I can do a good picture. That's a picture I did of Cyborg. I try to make it like Bobby Lashley. That's a picture of Steel. And I got him looking like Bobby Lashley. I like Steel. I wish DC would bring Steel back. That's another picture I did of Nubia. I mean, not Nubia, Vixen. And so I had a little stuff where I had put like a diamond bracelet around her ankles. I'm gonna find a picture where I actually put color into it though. So that's another picture I did that I like. This is Thor, DC Thor versus Marvel Thor. So I put them in a picture together, going head to head. But I did a picture. There's a picture you say you like. That's like I reversed the colors. So I got a lot of pictures. Like I say, that's another one of my favorite Artemis. With Marvel Thor is better because he got more material. DC Thor, they only use him like maybe like 6 or 7 times. But the few times they use him, I like them. And they don't use him. That's another picture of Artemis. I had paid a dude to draw me a picture of Vixen, but he never finished it. So he sent me, he like, yeah, I'm gonna start on it. He sent me this, like, yeah, I'm gonna finish, but he never finished it. Cause I like, this is a black guy out of Houston. His name is Orinki, I think. And I like the way he draw black people. He is a beast when he draw. I say, hey man, I paid a nigga $25. I say, do me a picture of Vixen. So he started, but he never finished. And like I say, I like his work, the way he draw black people and black women especially. You see, that's another picture I did of Aquaman. That's Vixen. She wasn't naked. Vixen wear a yellow jumpsuit, so she wasn't naked. He just never put the colors in there. He never finished the picture. So that's another picture. I always thought Aquaman, he live in the water. So if you live in the water, you don't need that much clothes. So what I did, I drew Aquaman that looked like Neymar. Aquaman in some wrestling draws. So another picture I did, DC Thor. Yeah, I know it. And that's another picture I did. Nubia. I just flipped the colors on it. I like how they look. I flipped them. So yeah, I be drawing now. So I don't know who's still there. I don't know if I lost y'all or not. Showing y'all my drawings, showing y'all my pictures. But yeah, but I be doing that, man. I sit up here and that's another picture I drew. Artemis. Well, you can make concept, but DC they don't take comic book company. They don't take concepts. So this is a picture I had drew of Artemis and I did a all right. What up, Jado? I did a picture of Artemis and Zatanna. And what I did, I actually got the idea. I had this video game when I was on the boat called Dragon Crown. I used to play the hell out that game. But Dragon Crown was my game. And I said, it had like 6 characters. They were in the medieval. So I said, you know what? They had an Amazon and a magic user woman. I said, you know what? I'm going to I would love to draw for, but see the thing, I don't know how to get in there. I don't know how to get in there. I would love to do concept because I know I make good concept because people copy my stuff. I remember back in the days, no lie, TNA Wrestling had a website and they say like, what ideas you got for this? I had an idea for a pay-per-view called Genesis. I said this pay-per-view will be in January. Since January the first month of the year. And shit, lo and behold, TNA, they used my concept. But guess what? They never got back with me. TNA used no lie, promise to God, let me get struck down. I had put up some concept ideas for TNA Wrestling to use. Genesis and I think Battleground. I said you do a show called Battleground. And what you do is when you do like let's say you do a Battleground in Chicago, you call the pay-per-view Battleground Chicago. Let's say you do a Battleground in Miami, Florida. You call that show Battleground Miami. Or you in Detroit, Battleground Detroit. So the pay-per-view will be called Battleground. But every year you take it to a different city, so it's Battleground Los Angeles. I think they use that. They use quite a few. Now, one time the TNF say, hey, Kevin, do you want to come in as a writer or a booker? And I promise, I put concepts. A good example, that picture of Nubia. If you go and Google Nubia Wonder Woman, people didn't copy my picture. They didn't copy it multiple times. Shit, you would think like, hey Kevin, man, let me pick your brain. So this is another picture I drew of Superman. Superman got a kryptonite weakness. I said, why don't this nigga just build a suit? If you know you finna fight somebody who got kryptonite or gonna try to exploit that, won't just build a suit, a kryptonite suit, a lead suit. So there's a picture in my mind. Steel built him an armor suit, and he built it to look like Lex Luthor. So if you look at this suit, it's shaped like Lex Luthor's battle suit. So I said, Steel built him a suit, and he shaped it like Lex Luthor's suit as just to fuck with him. Like, you know what? I'm gonna use your design and use it against you. So if you know you finna fight somebody who used kryptonite, why not put a suit on? That way you don't have to go through all those changes. It's another character I had for DC Comics, but I ain't gonna give it to him. Fuck him. Shit, pay me, nigga. If you pay me, I would love to work for DC. I'll turn DC around in 1 year. This is a character, it's a DC character called Shining Knight. I redesigned him. So Shining Knight is like a character. He almost like Captain America. I'm gonna show you what he looked like. I'm gonna show you what he looked like in the books. He looked real lame. So I changed him up just a little bit. Just a little bit, but the little stuff I changed on him make a big difference. So this how Shining Light Knight look in the DC. He looked kind of silly, but really if you use him right, he'll be a fire ass character. Cause this guy, he was basically he was a knight from medieval days, and he was a kid, and people he was basically like Captain America. He wanted to fight. People say you not ready, bro. What happened was he saved Merlin. I'm gonna check it out. I gotta say to my search. And Merlin made him a suit. He gave him a sword that can cut through anything. He gave him an armor that can protect him from anything. So they had one comic, one Just League cartoon. When he was in the cartoon, he took a beating from this character. Was basically like almost like the DC version of the Hulk. And if it wasn't for his suit, he'd be dead. So his suit protect him from a lot of shit. The chainmail. That's how he looked. That's how he looked with DC. Okay. So what I did, I took his shirt, I switched it up. I gave him a shield and a cape. So this is how he looked. So this is how he looked with DC. And then, like I said, I gave his sword a name because Merlin created, what up, Miss Angie? So Merlin gave King Arthur a sword called Excalibur. So I gave him a sword called Excelsior. And I did it because Stan Lee's favorite word is Excelsior. So I said that'd be like a little Easter egg. So I changed his jersey. I gave him a cape, and he looked like he looked better. So that was one of my designs for Shining Knight. And that's a picture of Aquaman wife. Since we talking about pictures, what do I draw? That's a picture of Aquaman wife I drew. I gave her her own trident. And Aquaman wife is a beast. I can't wait for the Aquaman movie to come out. So Trisha say she liked the picture of Nubia. So like I say, if you hit me up, if y'all hit me up and you was like, hey, I like that picture, I send it. I send the picture. I send the picture to you through Facebook or email. I give you the picture. So if you like another character, yeah, Excalibur is well, you know what? I didn't like Damage. I like the old Damage. Remember, the old Damage was a pretty boy whose face got messed up. I think he ended up getting killed. He ended up sacrificing himself. And they came with a new Damage, was basically Hulk. I didn't like him at first, Morpheus, but I watched Rob Slob's Knobs, and he broke down. I said, you know what? I like that. And they had when he was fighting Wonder Woman. And I think he was holding his own. But yeah, Damage can be good. So you know what? At first I say I don't like that. But guess what? Marvel copied DC all day long. I can design you a tattoo. Yeah. Yeah, Patricia, Excalibur is a sword of myth. But see, King Arthur got Excalibur. So I said I would name Shining Knight's sword Excelsior. So like twin swords, because Merlin created Excalibur. Merlin also created this Shining Knight sword, but he didn't give it a name. I gave his sword a name. So you got Excalibur and you got Excelsior. And the reason I say Excelsior because Stan Lee, he always signed his comic books Excelsior. That was his word. That was his catchphrase. So I would name his sword Excelsior as a homage. Stan Lee. So this is another picture I drew of Zatanna. And Zatanna is a beast. People to my Batman he can't beat Zatanna. Zatanna is a beast. Zatanna can pretty much, and I redesigned her. Like if you look at her suit, I gave her Michael Jackson's jacket. I put on. You remember Michael Jackson wear them little army jackets. So basically, I left her in her costume, her high heels, like she wears like because like she's a performer. She do shows in Vegas. So that's how she dressed when she do her shows, and she dressed like that sometime when she doing her superhero thing. So I left her suit, but I put a Michael Jackson jacket on her. So that's my thing. Like I gave a Michael Jackson jacket. Like little stuff like that. Like I say, man, they want to say I would love to work for DC. This is a picture of the old school Green Lantern. Like sometimes he'll wear that red suit. I always thought that was neat. Your name is Green Lantern, but you wear a red suit, and then when he get in fight mode, he'll change up to this armor suit. Um, that's another picture I drew of Aquaman. So some I did like kind of redesign, get a nigga shoulder pads, trident, and yeah. So people like, do you still draw? Yeah, I still draw. I don't draw as like I say. I need well, the thing about that, I made a Deviant art page, so I put my art up on Deviant. So when people want to see it, they can go and look at it. And then in this one here, I don't have all my like say now this I had redesigned I'm gonna show you some of my pictures I had drew of some of my characters. This the picture I drew with Vixen. Um Everybody drew pictures of the Hulk. I ain't studying the Hulk. This is one of my favorite. I did Vixen. Now in the comic books, Vixen is a model. So I say, okay, is she a model? This helpful. She got money. So and then she from Africa. So I say, okay, you from Africa, the richest land. So if you look at her, I put gold. I gave her gold bracelets. Gold bracelets. Put gold bracelets on her feet, and I gave her a diamond ankle bracelet. And say, because if she a model, she got money. And then don't forget, when you a model, people will actually make jewelry and give it to you to wear. So if you a superhero, I say, okay, if you a superhero, people say, hey man, wear this, and this, and if people say, what you got on? Say, I'm wearing such and such. So that's my idea for Vixen. Now that picture I drew when you said you thought Vixen was naked. What up, snitching Chris? So Patricia, you say that picture with Vixen looked like she was naked, right? So yeah, Chris a hater, man. Chris just so I tried to reproduce that picture. So this is a picture the dude drew. I'm gonna go and put some clothes on her, and I'm gonna color her suit in. And like I say, his line work is different than mine. So like I say, Vixen, she got animal power. So like I say, I always figure she got animal powers. She real flexible like an animal, and she probably could create her own martial art because she can move her body in ways that a normal person can't. So I would assume that she invented her own martial art. So it's like a pit I was scribbling. I had drew DC a picture DC Thor head, mermaid, and Zatanna. This like this drawing. I used to be on the boat. I used to sit on the boat just draw. Let me see. This is a picture of Blade I drew. That's why they go Marvel characters. Somebody said they never seen no Marvel characters. That's a picture of Blade I drew. That was like I had a whole category picture called headshot. So that's a picture of Blade I drew. Let me see. Picture of Blade. I did a picture of Green Lantern, the black man. So what I did with Green Lantern, I changed his uniform and gave him the motorcycle jacket that guy be wearing. So I gave him a fresh cut, all that. So that's a picture of Green Lantern. Like I say, man, if I work for DC, that's another picture of the Green Lantern, because they got more than one Green Lantern. That's another picture. Vixen represents it is. Well, let me see. She not more powerful than Diana. No, she not. But they had in the comic book where she actually could channel the power of a Kryptonian. So depending on who writing it, because in different comic books they had her where she could where she actually could tap into Superman's power, and she basically was a Kryptonian. That's another Green Lantern picture I drew. I always liked the way this dude looked. Green Lantern is an alien guy with one eye named Spole. I like the way he looks. A picture of Martian Manhunter I drew. And if you look at him, I gave him a black man's nose and mouth. So that's a picture of Martian Manhunter, a picture of Plastic Man. Hold up. Okay. It's a picture of Plastic Man. So, and see another picture of Green Lantern, because it's different Green Lanterns. It's at least 6 or 7 Green Lanterns for Earth. So it's another picture of Lobo I drew. So I kind of drew him that looked like a black man. I gave him like a little fro. I put a joint. That nigga smoking a joint. So like I say, man, it's a picture of Artemis. It's another character that beat Batman. Batman never beat Artemis. Batman beat this nigga. I mean, Artemis, this chick right here, beat Batman so bad because she got tired of his mouth. What happened when Wonder Woman had got killed some years back? She was supposed to take his place in the Justice League. Batman wouldn't let her sit in Wonder Woman's seat. He said, "You not Wonder Woman." So he would treat her real bad. So a few years later, him and her ran into each other. He was trying to do something, and she was there, and she remembered his smart ass mouth. She beat his ass to a fucking coma. She beat his ass. She was finna kill him till Wonder Woman stopped her. So like I say, Batman ain't shit. Artemis beat his ass. Look it up. This a picture I did of Apache Chief. So I gave him a bandana, and I put him in like I think that's like a leather jacket, bandana. There's Apache Chief, and like I say, you can do a lot with some of these characters. All you gotta do is just put some effort into it. They don't want to do it. So that's another picture I did of Nubia. That's back when I was in my camel toe phase. People say, "Man, you sure love the camel toe." I say, "It is what it is, bro." That's a picture of Nubia I drew with that camel toe. But yeah. And I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I know that Bomb over there probably like, "This nigga over here drawing pictures. He doing shut up, sissy. Shut up." That's why I say I can't take this nigga serious, man. This nigga would sit up here and talk about. That's why I had to quit arguing with him too. Camel toe. If you maybe you too young to know what that is. I said this nigga wife won. She won't get a job. Listen to this. This nigga wife won't get a job. His wife won't get a job. This nigga wouldn't get a job. He let his woman go out and work. He let his woman go out and work like a dog while he sit up in the house playing video games and making YouTube videos. Okay. So here's a picture I drew of the Captain Marvel Jr., Freddie Freeman. Old picture I drew of him. I always liked Freddie Freeman. Like I said, he had the blue suit. I always thought he was neat. So I still got 19 people here. Still got 19 people. Let me see what I was gonna look up. And so, like I say, the Nubia, I like the way that guy drew Nubia. Whenever you find an artist who can draw black people's faces, that's a good artist. Bruce Banner, what about him though? What about Bruce Banner? Let me see. I would tell somebody about Wonder Woman had a gold armor. They're like, "You lying." The Eagle. What about Bruce Banner, nigga? Bruce Banner's the Hulk. I know about him. We ain't studying that nigga. Like somebody was like, "Kevin, you making up stuff?" And I say, I hope they do this in the movies. Wonder Woman got an armor suit that she wear. When she knows she finna go to war for real, she wear gold armor. And I thought that is so, I said, that's so neat. That's so neat. And like I say, when she put that armor on, people finna get hurt. People finna get hurt. When she put on a gold armor, people get hurt. And like I said, this is another picture. Like I say, in this picture here, this is one of my favorite comic books of DC. I had to collect that one. That's like with Superman and when Thor had snatched Superman and Wonder Woman up. And like I say, I like him. Like I say, in Marvel, that nigga covered in blood. Why she need wings? Is this? Is just a decoration? It's decoration. Why not? And actually, that armor, because not all, see, Chris, not all Amazons can fly. All Amazons have that armor. So Wonder Woman is like the only Amazon that can really fly on her own. So, but that everybody wear that winged armor, so she just got an armor with wings on it. It's decoration. This ain't got nothing to do with comic books, but man, I love me a black woman. It's like I got a album called Favorites. Yeah, she can fly like Superman. She can fly. She can fly to outer space, whatever. But this ain't got nothing to do with comic books. But I love me a black ass woman. That's all. That is it. That is all. So why the invisible plane? Whatever. I don't know. Ask her. Shit. She the one flying it. But I like it. It's neat to me. I think the invisible planes that carry stuff, really, Chris. The invisible plane is for carrying stuff. That's what the invisible plane is for. It's like Chris, some people can walk. Some people can walk, but they choose to ride a bike. Maybe the plane is faster than she is. Her plane is all. Her plane can go in outer space. And I think on the Super Friends cartoon, but Super Friend cartoon, they be clowning. But I think her plane, a Wonder Woman plane, could like time travel. And matter of fact, what you mean carry? Carry her shit, carry her weapons, carry people. That what the plane carry. I said this is like another. I always like the visuals of this guy. I like that visual. I say, man, Green. So they got. I like Green Lantern because they got so many characters in Green Lantern that they can use. Because they got one Green Lantern. He's a Daxamite. A Daxamite is a person from the planet Daxam who got the same powers as Superman. The invisible plane is really look like glass. It's not invisible. It's look like glass. She can see it. So it's a picture of Wonder Woman, her gold armor, Chris, without the wings. Since you like to make a argument, it's a gold armor without the wings. Okay. So what else? Yeah. See, Wonder Woman's as a fire character. If you use Wonder Woman, like I say, DC, they don't use their characters to their fullest. They don't use their characters to the full force. And so all they use, Valkyrie, she's okay. She okay. And it's an artist, it's some chick. But his picture's too small to see, so I ain't even gonna show it. Yeah, but in my free time, I just sit and draw. I've been draw pictures. No, when I say they don't use it to the fullest, look, Chris, if your name is not Superman or Batman, you're not gonna get used to the fullest. Look at Shazam, Chris. Shazam been around since 1939, and until today, you didn't even know too much about him until I told you about his history. Shazam almost ran DC Comics out of business. DC had to sue them. DC had to sue them because Shazam was killing everybody. Shazam had their first comic book movie. The first comic book movie was Shazam in 1941. That's the very first comic book movie. That's how popular Shazam was. Shazam was getting ready to run Superman out of business. Yeah, I want to see that Black Adam movie too. So yeah, like I say, like Chris, like I say, I like that story where they had Thor in there. I say, man, Thor like a beast. DC got a Hercules. They don't use Hercules. They don't use a Thor. Nubia has been around since this. Nubia is a 50-year-old character. Nubia is 50 years old, and they only use her in a handful of stories. That's ridiculous. Black Lightning is like 40 some years old. They just put him out there. That TV show is off the chain. I think it didn't involve DC. I think the government get involved. I don't think the government will let that happen because that'll be a monopoly. I don't think. I think the government will get involved in that one. So I just wish DC would just get somebody in charge who could actually run the company because DC is a big company and they ran by people who don't even care nothing about the material. Monopoly, yes. It's really only two companies, Chris, DC and Marvel. DC then bought up a bunch of companies. They bought up Milestone. They bought up Wildstorm. They bought up Image. So DC bought up a whole bunch of companies. And then if Marvel and DC, there's really only one comic book company now. Now this is my favorite picture of Nubia. It's some artist out of Brazil did this. I said this is the beast. And what I like, well maybe they don't know Chris. I thought DC owned Image. And I like the way they did her face. Like I said, when you find a person who can draw a black person's face properly, it's not the form. Shit, Nubia look good. Chris always gonna have something to say. Chris always gonna have something to say because he a hater, man. Chris a hater. One thing you need to know about Chris, and if you knew this, shit, chocolate European, like a black woman, she like, nah, the hair maybe, but black people have hair like that. Black people do have hair like that. She got a black woman's ass. So what a European at? Black woman's ass, titties, and face. What a European at, Chris? Ain't no European looking like that. But I'm saying one thing you need to know about Chris, and when you realize about Chris, you will never go wrong, and you'll never be disappointed. Chris a hater. Now, once you get that in your mind that Chris a hater, after that, you'll never be disappointed. King Tut and Nefertiti. Matter of fact, DC got a character called Ibis the Invincible. With his Egyptian king, he was him and his old lady. I don't think he was married. And then matter of fact, and the character Hawkman and Hawkwoman, I think Hawkman and Hawkwoman was King Tut because that's a version of Hawk. Hawkman and Hawkwoman been around for thousands of years. So they aliens. They came here and they had a ship, but it had this magical metal. When they died, something happened to where their souls keep getting reincarnated. So Hawkman and Hawkwoman was actually King Tut at one time, and then they got reincarnated. They was actually Hawkman was a knight on in King Arthur's court. So through the years, they keep getting reborn. This is a comic book with Nubia in it. I like the way he drew that. Like I say, I love the way they drew her face, and they did us. I don't know who drew that, but that's an awesome picture for a black woman. Because whenever you see people draw black people, they lazy about it. In this picture, she looked like that woman off a Jamie Foxx show to me. She looked like Francine. I wouldn't be surprised if the dude drew that picture. He would watch a Jamie Foxx show. He say, but that picture, Nubia, is beautiful. And she looked better than Wonder Woman. So that's her and Wonder Woman talking. But I'm pretty sure Nubia got public halves. She an Amazon, but then she's a black woman. So black people, they do we do our grooming way different. So guess what? Since DC didn't use Nubia, guess what happened with Nubia? Marvel said we'll do Nubia. Guess who Nubia is in Marvel? Storm. That's who Nubia is. Storm. So whenever DC they be slacking. But thank you, Jado. Chris, like I say, bro, first and foremost about Chris a hater. Chris ain't got no comics book knowledge. Guess what, Callis Taylor, about that? This check it out. Let's look at this. In comic books, Superman and Lois Lane got married and they stayed married. Spider-Man and Mary Jane got married and they stayed married for like over 25 years. Reed Richard and Sue Storm, they've been married for over 50 years in the comic books. Why is it that when two black people get married, Storm and Black Panther, they couldn't wait to break them up? They couldn't wait to divorce them over some stupid stuff. I'm like, this is BS. BS all the way. So that's the deal with that. Storm wasn't created no 1957. Storm was created in the late 70s, nigga. Let me tell you, it wasn't even no Marvel. Look, okay, look, Patricia, this is ridiculous. Storm is with the X-Men, so she gonna leave her husband and go back to the X-Men. That don't make no sense. Why would they break up a black couple for that reason? If anything, you would say, okay, if Storm got worked X-Men, why not Storm build a base in Wakanda and she can train mutants in Africa? Like I say, they broke them up. If you really love somebody, what up, OJ Simpson? Right, Chris. Me and Chris agree. All right, Storm first appearance in 1975. Okay. Like I say, one thing I say, Marvel will copy the hell out of DC. They copy DC like it ain't nothing. So let's see, Nubia first appearance. I really believe that Storm. Okay, so Nubia's first appearance was in 1973. No, that's Marvel's reason, but that's a silly reason. Lupita is not Storm. Lupita cockeyed like a mug. She cockeyed and she too short. Storm is a big, tall woman. So Lupita, I love Black Lightning. I love the way they use music in that show. One thing about black people, yeah, Storm is a big, tall woman. Big, tall, fine woman. Lupita, she a little fine woman too. But Lupita too short and she cockeyed. She cockeyed, bro. The best Storm would have been a young Angela Bassett. And they actually offered that role to her. But she was preggo. Yeah, I like her too. I like Black Lightning's oldest daughter, that little dyke. She is so sexy to me. I hate seeing a lesbian like that, a sexy lesbian. I hate that. Well, DC, some characters don't have a secret I like the Flash, Wally West. He don't have a secret identity. His identity is public. People know who he is. That's funny. People know who he is, but he still wear a mask. Ain't that funny? Some DC characters like Wonder. You know what? The secret, like Wonder Woman. I don't know why she needs a secret identity. Cause like the way Wonder Woman is written in the comic books, like no woman looks like her. So even if you put on a pair of glasses and pretended to be a normal person, you would stand out. Like, hey, that's Wonder Woman. That's Wonder Woman. The Black Green Lantern, he don't have a come on, Kel, leave a leave. What you talking about? What I'm doing? If this live feed cut off, get off this and come right back. I might re-upload. But the Black Green Lantern, he don't have a secret identity. People know who he is. And I think Guy Gardner, the blonde headed, he don't have a secret identity. People know who he is. No, my phone is going like I need to get me a new battery. My phone, sometimes it'll just go dead. It won't charge. So I had to let it sit without using it for it to charge up. It's on the charger right now, and it's still gonna go dead. Like I say, they offer Angela Bassett the role of Storm. She turned it down because she wanted to have some children. So they offered Janet Jackson next the role of Storm. She turned it down because she was going on a worldwide tour. So Halle Berry was the last choice, and she took it. That's how Halle Berry got to be Storm. But Lupita is too short, and she's not cute enough to be Storm. Lupita is a nice looking woman. You know what? Catwoman didn't suck because of Halle Berry though. You know what? I watched Catwoman movie a few years. I was on a boat when I watched it. When you're on a boat, you'll watch stuff that you normally wouldn't watch because you ain't got nothing but TV. I actually didn't mind the Catwoman movie. They should have written it better. Because like the Catwoman is something that could be passed down. Catwoman and Black Panther, they get their power from the same deity. So the Panther god Bast, who give Black Panther some of his powers, he give Catwoman her power. So he passed the power down to person. So I actually like the fact that they took Halle Berry and made her to Catwoman. I like that. Because one thing about DC, yeah, you could bummed out with your hips. Yeah, bummed out. You got some hips on you, boy. Your hips, those thighs, eyes. Yes, sir. Bummed out with the hips. Harry Hippie. Harry Hippie. That's the real Harry Hippie. Lamar Wills. That's Harry Hippie, y'all. Like I was saying, I hate the way they would take a black power couple and split them up over something like the X-Men need me. Fuck that. The X-Men is an army. They don't need you like that. Wakanda needs you. But see, they couldn't stand to see a black power couple. And then in that version of Black Panther, who was writing that, Black Panther was a beast because him and Storm got married, and what he did, he took Falcon. He gave Falcon a new suit. So in the comic books, the Falcon wings was made out of like hard light holograms, and he upgraded his suit big time. And he was doing stuff like that. And Black Panther was the man. They couldn't stand to see a black power couple. Like I say, they'll have Superman and Wonder Woman. They've been married for about 20 some years. Spider-Man and his wife was married for about 30 years. Storm and Cyclops been married since the 90s or even the 80s. Aquaman and his wife been married since the 60s. Reed Richard and Sue Storm was married since the 60s. Who else married in the comic books? Elongated Man and his wife married. Hawkman and Hawkwoman, they was married up until they did the New Justice League when she started fucking the black man. Who else been married for a long ass time in the comic books? The Flash and his wife, the first Flash, his wife married. And then the old school Flash, his wife been married since 1940 something. All these married couples, but once you get a black couple, oh no, they can't stay together. Why can't you stay? Because the X-Men need me. Fuck out of here. That's an insult. That's an insult. I guess they figure if they had Storm in Wakanda, they wouldn't have a reason to use her in the stories because Storm is a powerful character. So they say if she in Wakanda, she gonna be chilling, bro. Ain't gonna be no more comic books with Storm coming out the shock people. She ain't coming out. Thank you so much, Snitching Chris. She not gonna come out and shock people because she in Wakanda, getting her Wakanda on. So they broke up a black couple because the X-Men need me. They're like Hawkman and Hawkgirl breaking up. She said, "You know what, Hawkman? The Justice League needs me, so I'm leaving." Because in the comic books, Hawkman and Hawkgirl they on different teams. Hawkman is in the JSA, and Hawkgirl's in the JLA. And Hawkgirl made a decision like, you know what, I'm gonna split up because every time we get reborn, because like I say, Hawkman and Hawkgirl, they thousands of years old. She said, I'm tired of this fucking shit. Every time we get reborn, I'm tired of living this same life. I'm gonna make my own decision. So I'm gonna go my own direction. So that's why she in the Justice League and he in the JSA. Right, Chris. That was BS. You broke up a power couple for no reason. And then when they broke them up, they had them fight. They had them fight. They had Storm get beat up by Black Panther's horse. The Doge Malage his horse. So he had Storm getting beat up by them. And then at some point she was actually able to beat the Dora Milaje hand to hand. That should never happen. The Dora Milaje's superpower is the fact that they train fighters. Storm, she's a trained fighter, but Storm rely on her powers, her energy, because she don't really manipulate. She's an energy manipulator. So Storm rely on her energy powers to get by. So if you put up against a Dora Milaje, she should not win that fight. And she beat like three of them. She beat about three of them. That was BS. So in the course of her getting divorced, she beat up about three of his bodyguards, which should not have happened. Then he beat her because he had his satellite because they done made Black Panther into the Marvel Superman. So Black Panther, no, a Batman. Black Panther is a Batman knockoff, but I like it. So what happened was he said, if me and her ever get into a fight, I got something for that bitch. So when he got a satellite that release, yeah, Magneto was based off Malcolm X, and Charlie Xavier is based off MLK. That's correct, Chris. So he said, if me and her ever got into a fight, I know I can't beat this bitch. So what I'm gonna do, and I got a satellite, and if I think the bitch finna get retarded, I'm gonna got a satellite. I'm gonna release nanobots into the atmosphere. So basically, Black Panther, he released nanobots in the atmosphere. So when she tried to light his ass up, she couldn't because he did something to the atmosphere to where she couldn't use her powers. So she said, "What? You built a weapon to neutralize me?" He's like, "I had to, just in case, because if you ever decide you want to fuck some shit up." Right, he did. He said, if you ever decide you want to fuck some shit up, Storm is unstoppable. If Storm decided she want to fuck some shit, only people could really stop her from like Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, somebody like that. Thor, Aquaman, somebody like that. But Black Panther, he couldn't do nothing. Yeah, but Black Panther, he pulled a Batman. So it's like, you motherfucker, you pulled a Batman on me? He said, you know what? I'm done, motherfucker. You stood up here and you thought of ways to fuck me up. He's like, I think of ways to fuck everybody up if I have to. I got a way to stop everybody. He got some for the Hulk. He got some for Nate. He got some for everybody. And I got some for you too. And so that's the course of them getting a divorce. She beat up his bodyguards, which is ridiculous. And he neutralized her powers. And I think she slapped the shit out of him. In the Invisible Woman, it's implied that he fucked her, but they went back and said he didn't fuck her. But they had something. It was a story where Invisible Woman, I forgot what happened, but she spent the night in Wakanda, And in the comic books, let me look it up right now because it's implied that he fucked her, but then they say he didn't because I got too much respect. But um he fucked her. And she was like, oh man, he is so sexy. And she was in her mind like, oh, he's so sexy. Sexy black muscles, sexy black skin. It's a story. Sue Storm is a little whore. She's, man, this whole done fucked everybody. She fucked Black Panther. This bitch done fucked goddamn Doctor Doom and Namor. This bitch ain't shit, man. This bitch ain't worth a cup of piss. This bitch throwing that pussy like a moon pie. But I forgot the story, but it's a story. Rob explains. Rob Slob Knobs. Okay, so Black. I forgot. Anyway, let's see. I'm reading the panel. So this is the thing with Black Panther. He showed a good time, and let me see. Let me read these panels. So it's like, oh, behind you, oh, Black. She was swimming naked in one of his Wakanda. Oh, Black Panther, you startled me. He said, you don't need to be afraid, Sue Richards. He said, oh, Black Panther, really? After swimming with the sensational submariner, not even a shark can scare me, but I thought cats didn't like water. And the thought bubble says she trying to act cool with him. But I'm no ordinary cat, and you, Sue Richards, is no ordinary woman. And she said, oh, it's nice. Someone thinks so, too. Good Lord, did I actually say that? Sue Richards, you and this scientist, Reed Richards, you are married. And then her thought bubble, she say, his feet is so close, I can feel his feet, but kicking me while we swimming. So yes, I'm happily married. And he said, well, the way you've been looking at me, she's like, yes. He said, I thought perhaps. So it's implied that he fucked her. So they don't explain, but in that comic book, it could be interpreted either way. I'm gonna say he fucked her. I think in the comic books, Reed Richards, he like being in the lab, and she really wanted some dick, and he'd be like, I'm in the lab, I'm working on some. So he'd go in the lab and he'll get lost in his work, and she'd be like, this motherfucker, my pussy wet. So shit, Black Panther like, shit, you happy though? He fucked that hoe. He fucked her. And then by being invisible, god damn, you stick your dick in an invisible woman. Imagine this, you stick your dick inside an invisible woman, and she'll turn her stomach and pussy invisible, so you can watch your dick going in and out of that pussy. Ain't that something? And then they got a picture with this bitch kissing Black Bolt. So she didn't fuck Doom. She didn't fuck Black Panther. She didn't fuck motherfucking the Submariner. And she didn't fuck the Black Bolt. Man, if I was Reed Richards, I'd tell that bitch get the fuck out of my face immediately. He probably scared of her though, because she got more power than him, so she'd probably fuck him up. Susan Storm is a fucking, that bitch ain't shit. She just disrespectful. And I guess she figures since she invisible, yeah, she's a little slut. And you know what? I guess she figures since she's invisible. Imagine it. They say you catch your wife invisible. You catch your wife. Look at this bitch. This bitch ain't shit. This bitch a grown ass woman acting like a child. Every time you see her, she got her hands on some nigga's dick. Some nigga got his hand on her booty. I just showed you a picture of her and Black Panther in her thought bubble. She was getting wet. Say, oh shit, he's so those muscles. She ain't shit, man. Like I say, but she also the most powerful member of the Fantastic Four. So, what the fuck can Reed Richards do? Why do I hate the Planet Hulk story? Because it's a stupid ass story. You got the Hulk going bananas on everybody. Professor X, the X-Men, the Avengers by himself. So now you got this Sentry who's supposed to be unstoppable. Him and the Hulk fighting. He should have beat the Hulk. So instead of beating the Hulk, he just told the Hulk, you need to decide what you want to be. He flew away. Fuck out of here. This nigga going bananas. Instead of stopping him, you give him a speech, oh, Hulk, you can be a world breaker. He the one gave him that name. You could be a hero. You could be a world saver. Or you could be a world breaker. No, this nigga going bananas. No, put his ass down. Put him out of here. Now we ain't finna be getting no speeches. Dummy. That's why I don't like the world. Then when him and Hercules went to fight, Hercules stood there and let the Hulk beat his face up. He said, Hulk, you are my friend. So I'm going to stand here and let you beat me up, and then maybe you'll feel bad about what you're doing. He beat Hercules' face up to the like hamburger meat. And Hercules smiled, said, you my friend, bro. And the Hulk punched his ass again. Stupid. That shit was stupid, man. All the people that could have stopped the Hulk didn't. Hercules could have stopped the Hulk. He didn't. What he do? He stand there and say, you my friend, bro. You my friend, so I'm going to stand here, and while you destroying the world, I'm just going to stand here and let you punch me in the face, and I'm going to smile because I'm your friend, bro. And I'm happy to let you beat my face up. After you get through beating my face up, you can keep on destroying stuff. Sentry could stop the Hulk. Him and the Hulk fighting, they tearing up shit. The Sentry should have been able to stop the Hulk within like 10 seconds tops. That's the way his powers work. He's supposed to be the most powerful. Okay, he's supposed to be Superman times 10. And instead of stopping him, he just stopped and say, Hulk, you could be a world saver or a world breaker, bro. And that's all I'm gonna say. And he flew away. Fuck out of here, man. That's why I don't like the Hulk. Stupid shit. Now in DC Comics, when you have somebody going bananas, oh, they gonna put him down. If Superman going bananas, they gonna do their best to put his ass on the ground. Yeah, Superman, Thor can kill the Hulk with no effort. Thor can just like Dr. Manhattan can separate the molecules of an object. I seen a comic book where a Hulk threw a tree at the Silver Surfer. He just took this tree and he turned the tree into nothing. He was like, what was that? He said, I can split molecules and I can do you like that too, but I choose not to. The Hulk like, well, I'm supposed to be scared? He said, you ain't gotta be scared, but I can stop you anytime I'm flat. So you had Silver Surfer who could stop the Hulk flat, didn't do it. Dr. Doom who could stop the Hulk flat, didn't do it. It was so dumb. Dr. Doom let the Hulk get right up on him, and while he was talking, the Hulk grabbed his hands and broke his hands again. So Dr. Doom couldn't use his powers because he used his hands to do all this stuff. So not Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, like an idiot, let the Hulk get right up in his face and break it. So he let him break his hands. Okay, the Sentry didn't stop him. He just gave him a speech like, you can be whatever you want to be, bro. And he flew away. Hercules could stop the Hulk. He said, I'm not gonna stop you because you're my friend, and I'm just gonna let you punch me, and maybe you will feel bad about what you're doing. And the Hulk didn't feel bad. He beat his ass and kept moving. The Silver Surfer, this shit is just stupid, man. Yeah, the Hulk is stupid, man. I saw a comic book with Storm and Cable killed his ass. They were fighting him. Storm and Cable killed his ass. They beat him so bad he died, and they got scared. They said, "Oh shit, we done killed this motherfucker." And they brought him back. Storm had shocked his ass with lightning and brought him back. She gave him a jump starter. Let me see. So Hulk is not all that. That's why I don't like the Hulk. Cause they do stuff. You one thing about a character, you gotta set parameters for a character. Okay. So this one when Cable and Storm tag teamed his ass. They were trying to make him change back to Bruce Banner, and they accidentally killed this nigga. Oh shit, we killed this motherfucker, and they hurried up and they gave him a jump starter to bring him back. No, that's not Cable. That's Nate Gray. No, that's Cable. That is Cable. So Hulk is not all that. Hulk can be stopped. What did Hulk? Storm froze his ass. She hit him with a fucking wind tunnel, and then Cable shot him with a mental bullet. So Hulk talking all that shit. Y'all can't beat me. Y'all can't do nothing with me. And they said, shit. He beat his ass to death. And I'm showing you panels of this stuff. And I will sit here and show you a panel of the Hulk get his ass toe up, and you will say, that didn't happen. I'm like, this is a Marvel book. I didn't draw this. Marvel drew this. And then I would show you, I show you pictures of Hulk getting beat up by a fake Wonder Woman, a Marvel fake Wonder Woman. Well, that's not right. Okay, Marvel drew that. A fake Wonder Woman beat the Hulk up. So if a fake Wonder Woman beat his ass, what would a real one do? Every time the Hulk and Superman then cross paths, okay, the Hulk never win. This is a book. This is back in it was drawn. I forgot what year. My battery finna go dead too. Shit, my bad. Damn. This the Hulk punching Superman. Superman is not phased. Hulk hit him hard as he could. Superman just stood there. Like, okay, bro, whenever you done, let me know. He can't, so that's a book drawn. That's an official book. Okay? He hit Superman hard as he could, and Superman was not phased. It's the book. DC versus Marvel. Superman fighting. Superman was the first superhero. He was the first. Everybody else copied him. So you can't really say that. You can't really say that. He was the first. So if he the first, ain't too much you can say about that. This another panel. DC versus Marvel, 1996. This is another match. Superman knocked his ass out. That's Superman versus the Hulk. He knocked his ass out. If this feed go dead, yeah, that was dumb. They had the Batman beat up the Hulk. That's why I don't like that. Even though I say the Hulk is overrated, Batman shouldn't have beat the Hulk like that. Batman kicked this nigga in the stomach and made him suck in paws and gas. For one, so this is another story. The Hulk tearing stuff up. Superman walk in, Spider-Man trying to stop him. He like, look, step back, young man. I got this. And the Hulk hit this nigga, and Superman just like he didn't even phase him. Superman stood there like, okay. That's prior to World Breaker Hulk. Shit, World Breaker Hulk get his ass beat too. World Breaker Hulk get his ass beat too. World Breaker, that's the dumbest thing ever. Why is World Breaker Hulk a thing? That is so dumb. It really is, bro. World Breaker Hulk, I'm so mad. And even World Breaker Hulk could have been stopped. Think about something. Hey, this phone finna go dead. So if you want me to go, if you want to keep talking, hit one and I get on my tablet and we can talk some more. But my phone finna shut me down in a minute. But World Breaker Hulk is ridiculous because If you think about world, you think about somebody like Apocalypse or these big villains like Thanos, they can be stopped. So World Breaker Hulk can't be stopped. Fuck that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, send me a laptop. I need to get my laptop fixed because I got a lot of artwork in my laptop, and I also got I got a book I need to retrieve. I got a 2,000 page book I did. It's a Bible. I did a live feed on that. I said, you know what? I need to get that retrieved, and I need to make it into an ebook. That might be $1 million hit, and I wouldn't even do it for the money, but I do it for the money. So yeah, send me a laptop. You can send me a laptop, or guess what? I got my freaking PayPal in the description. So yeah, y'all send me about $1,000. I get a laptop. Send me 10,000. I get a laptop. But anyway, and there's another story where the Hulk should get his ass beat. Martian Manhunter versus the Hulk. And you know what? I'm gonna go and see who was first. Guess what? This is a fight that the Hulk should get his ass destroyed. So I think Martian Manhunter it was even before the Hulk. Before we go, let me see the Hulk's first appearance. His first appearance of the Hulk was in and he was a knockoff of Solomon Grundy. First appearance of the Hulk is 1962. Let's see who came first. Martian Manhunter first appearance was in 1955. So the Hulk is a knockoff of Martian Manhunter. A big green dude who's super strong. And guess what? Martian Manhunter will beat the dog shit out the Hulk. Aquaman should be Aquaman should be he should get treated good. Aquaman is 70 some years old. Why should he get respect? Yeah, I'm using birth dates. Yeah. For a created character, yeah. Yeah. So the Hulk I'm just saying DC is a knockoff factory. I mean Marvel is a knockoff factory. Now, true. Now, the one time when they copied Marvel, Aquaman is a copy of Submariner. Submariner actually came first, but Aquaman is actually more famous. If you go up to your mama and say, "Who is Aquaman?" Say, "Oh, it's Super Friends." Because as a kid, we used to watch the Super Friends. Dun dun dun. So people know Super Aquaman. But you say, "Who is this Submariner?" Like, I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Whenever I watch the Super Friends, whenever you hear that music, dun dun dun, don't. I always think about Michael Jackson. Can you feel it? Don't. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I say, you know what? I really believe whoever made the Super Friends. I don't know what came first. I think somebody copied the other one. I believe that because whenever you hear that X-Men song, dun, 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 I always think about Whitney Houston. I'm your baby tonight. Whatever you want from me, I'm giving you every now and then they play X-Men. I say them niggas stole Whitney Houston's song. Right. Martian Manhunter can reach inside the Hulk. How's the Hulk better than Martian Manhunter? Martian Manhunter is just as strong as the Hulk. He can fly. He's faster than the Hulk. Martian Manhunter is at that same level of speed with Superman and Wonder Woman and the Flash. And the Manhunter got mental power. The Hulk can't do nothing with Manhunter. Manhunter would kill the Hulk. quick. I say Dragon Ball Z. When you see the character Piccolo, Piccolo is a knockoff of Martian Manhunter. And Goku is a knockoff of Superman. So the Hulk can't do nothing with Martian Manhunter. Yeah, Martian Manhunter overrated, but his power is so he got so much power to where you try to over because even in the comic book, Superman said, I don't never want to have to fight that dude. You know what? You know what? You right, David. That's a Hoff. No, Kelly Taylor, you right. Martian Manhunter could the Martian Manhunter can stop the Hulk without even touching. He can make him change Bruce Banner. He can use his mind powers to make him change back. And don't forget, if Black Widow can make this nigga change back, to yeah, the sun's getting low. Shit. Martian Manhunter say, man, look, he could pull Banner out of there and make him change right back. Okay, the Hulk beat Professor Xavier as World Breaker, but I'm saying that not only do we have Professor Xavier got that one power, he got that mind. Manhunter is in the same level of telepath as Professor X and Jean Grey, plus physically he's in the same level with Superman. So you got a dude who physically is in the same class with Superman, and he mentally in the same class with X. So he gonna get the Hulk one way or the other one, and he can use both of those powers at the same time. And then the dude can shapeshift. So the dude, his body don't have to be solid at all. He can do what the Vision can do. He can walk through solid objects and put his hands through solid objects, and he can also turn his body to rubber. The Hulk can't do that. The only way you can stop the Martian is with fire. So if the Hulk, if he don't have that knowledge off top, he's not gonna be able to beat him. I seen a comic book with Orion, who's a god. The way he beat a Martian, nigga took a car. He ripped the car in half and he poured gas all over himself. He lit himself on fire and he started beating the fuck out that nigga. So that's the only way I can see the Hulk beating him. If he light himself on fire and start whooping that nigga ass. But Orion, he's a new god. He's got cosmic power. He just prefer to beat people with his hands. But the Hulk get it, man. What y'all need to go do is a story. Wizard was a trade magazine written. We do need a panel, but see, the thing about the panel, a lot of niggas dumb. They dumb. So I don't have time for that shit. Trying to school a bunch of dumbass niggas trying to talk over each other. Got time for that fucking shit. I ain't got time for that shit. Like that time when me and you was on a panel, and I'm talking to you. All y'all niggas dumb as hell. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm trying to fucking school these niggas. And one thing about comic books, I done been banned off of Facebook. Niggas will get mad at me, argue with me. They say, who will win, Iron Man or Aquaman? I say, Aquaman. If you got to pitch Aquaman with his trident. With his trident, I said, if you give Aquaman his trident, Iron Man is going down. So, all right, go and don't take my word, cause my phone finna go dead in a minute. But Wizard, they did a list of the top toughest heroes. The Hulk, the top 10, and they was being generous. They put the Hulk at number 10. So these is 10 people. So this is 10. Hold up a second, y'all. So this is 10 people who will beat the Hulk ass.